Hi everybody, welcome to Heat My Shorts. I'm up on Rose Hill Road again today, and this was an idea of Lady Shorts. I was a little bit stumped on where to shoot a review today, as she suggested, what about the Rose Hill Water Tower? Hadn't even crossed my mind yet. This is just up the hill from where we live essentially, and it's an old water tower. I honestly couldn't tell you much about it aside from it's a water tower. I'm sure it held water at some point, but I'm sure it doesn't have water in it anymore. It's been here as long as I've lived in Kamloops, which is over 20 years now, and it's looked relatively the same essentially ever since I first laid eyes upon it. And I've always thought it was a really cool landmark from the area here. It's a really well-known thing if you know the Kamloops area, especially if you're into mountain biking and hiking. It's a really well-known landmark. But I just wanted to share that with you because it's old and it's cool and it's something different from what we've seen so far. So let's get to the review here. Today we're going to be reviewing another tincture from HellGarden. This came from Nick Kemps and Robert B. This was a gift from those two good friends of mine, good friends of the channel, not just of mine, of I'm sure all of you. This is the second tincture in the gift pack from them. This is Green Apple Joly Rancher, which you may recognize if you've been watching the channel for a long time, from the beginning or even looking back on it. This one, kind of like the other one, has a little black dot in the corner, and that has a significance. If you did watch the previous video, you'll know what that's all about, but I will tell you a little bit about it. Actually, before I get into that, I just want to tell you a little bit about today's weather. It is super hot in Kamloops right now. It's actually not too far off from our, you could say, peak heat conditions for the summer, but we're in somewhat of a heat wave right now, so we're a few days of this kind of weather on end. Today it is hovering around 40 degrees Celsius, which converts to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. That's wild. We should try cooking an egg on the sidewalk. I think that'd be a pretty cool idea, maybe even for a video. That's a great idea. I just thought of that. I'm not making any promises, it's just a cool idea. But anyways, I just wanted, at first we were actually out at the beach earlier. We just went out for a sandwich and a swim out at the river and got back home, and I was going to do a review in the house because I wanted a break from the heat, but I figure with this weather, with this heat wave, I kind of almost feel obligated to do a video outside in this heat wave just so we can experience it together. I can share it with you. I'm sweating like crazy. I'm not sure if the camera's picking it up or not. I'm sweating in my eyes. I'm just soaked right now. I'm not comfortable taking my shirt off on camera yet. Other than that, if I'm not recording, I almost always have a shirt off this time of year, but I'm just not there yet. I'll get there. But it's just a confidence thing that I'm working on, and you're helping me with that. So anyways, let's get into the review here. I'll list off the pepper ingredients of this glorious tincture. I'll show you the color of it. It's just really nice looking, clear complexion, nice greenish color, almost a yellowish color. So the peppers in this are Peach Scorpion, HellGarden Hades, 7-Pot White, Hainan Yellow Lantern, which again I forgot to do my research on that pepper, I'm still unfamiliar with it, and 7-Pot Pink. And then this little black dot in the corner means that Nick Kemps has also added 16 million Scoville pure capsaicin crystals into this tincture, making it roughly twice as hot as the previous green apple that we did on the channel here. So that's pretty exciting. The strawberry Joly Rancher that I did was absolutely awesome. I'm not done it yet, actually. I still have, a quarter of that left, but I really wanted to get into this next one because I really liked the Green Apple Joly Rancher that I tried last time. And then, of course, aside from those peppers and the crystals, it also has Green Apple Joly Rancher flavoring in it from Joly Ranchers, which is really cool. I really dig that. So let's do this. Let's give it a little shaky shake before we get into it. Make sure we get those cap crystals and all that capsaicin evenly mixed in there. And let's give it a pull. Oh, there's nothing in it. Maybe a little bit more than that. I did do a tube of terror last night with the Chase the Heat gang. that was really fun. Had a really great time doing that. I actually had some mild to medium cap cramps, even on camera during the session and throughout the night. A little bit into this morning. This morning it was more just discomfort, but now I'm feeling 100%. So ready to get back into some spice and see how the tube affected my tolerance, because I hadn't done anything like that the last time I did the black dot stuff. So without further ado, HellGarden's Green Apple Joly Rancher tincture, Black Dot Edition, sent up from Robert B. and Nick Kemps of HellGarden. Heat my shorts. Well, I'll show you what I have here first. It's about half, maybe slightly less than half, but that's okay. I gave it a couple squeezes and that's what it gave me, so heat my shorts. The green apple hits first. It's the very first thing you taste is green apple, followed fairly closely by peppers, and now the heat is building. My tongue is almost numb already. It's creeping down my throat. The tip of my tongue is not spicy at all yet. Maybe a slight tingle there. I did give it a little bit of a swish around in my mouth, but I didn't gargle it or anything like that. This stuff's awesome. I really like this stuff. Focus on it. There we go. I like Nick's logo there. I'm not sure what kind of a snake or dragon that is. It's pretty awesome though. I really like it. And Nick is just a great guy. If you don't know Nick Kemps, if you're not familiar with HellGarden and you're looking for a way to get into tinctures, spicy snacks, pepper pods soon, basically anything spicy. He was also very open-minded and always looking for new ideas too. I think recently he came out with spicy gummy worms. I've yet to try those out, but very intrigued. Let's talk about the heat on this. I'd say that put me to, I'm at a 5 out of 10. I think. It's not bad at all. Not too hard, not too difficult to deal with. Still, the hardest part about this video is all the sweat in my eyes. That stings. Not as bad as if it's capsaicin tears, but I really like this stuff. Green Apple Joly Rancher Black Dot Edition. And I know you can get double black dot. You can even get triple black dot. I mean, you just need to tell him what your limits are and how hard you want to push them. He can make your candies as spicy. I don't want to say as spicy as you want, but as spicy as you would probably want them. Because I don't know many people that would want triple black dot edition tincture of anything. Like, that's wild. That pure capsaicin, or even anywhere up there, once you're in the millions with Scovilles, it just rips your tongue. It's like putting red hot metal in your mouth is the best way I can describe it. I think my heat level is declining now. I really like that. I wanted to talk about a couple of channels that I have not mentioned. Actually, I may have mentioned one of them. I may have mentioned Johnny Smallpepper on this channel. I know I've left a link to his channel, but I don't know if I've actually verbally said it. You should go check out Johnny Smallpepper. I've just recently, in the last couple of days, really started watching his videos. I'm trying to remember his name right now. I believe it's Mitch. I believe he goes by Mitch. Mitch Hot Lotta. And I don't know if that's a drink that he made or a drink that already existed, but that's a drink that I've seen him make on his videos. Non-alcoholic drink. But you should definitely go check out Johnny Smallpepper. He does dash cam videos as he's driving to, what I assume is driving to work, but I honestly don't know. Maybe he's just out for a drive. Videos on the porch, front porch, back porch. fireside videos, which I have not watched yet. I plan on watching a fireside video tonight before bed, because apparently they're very relaxing, and I can see that. His videos are very uplifting, very inspirational, very supportive of other channels. He's asking for people to give him information on when they're doing challenges and when they're doing things, so that he can give them shout outs and let people know about that. That's just so cool. This guy's putting a serious effort in to expand the community, not just by leaving links in the description box like me, but by actually actively looking for people to give shout outs for. That's so awesome. I really dig that. You're awesome, Mitch or Johnny or whatever your real name is. And another channel I wanted to give a shout out to is Joe DeLubac. He lives down in Arizona, if I remember correctly, and he goes on bike trips. I believe he films it with his phone for now, but he's looking into getting a GoPro, looking into getting some other stuff, but it doesn't really matter. His videos are great. He shows areas of Arizona that I had no idea. Maybe it was Florida. My apology. I think it was Florida. It was Florida, I believe. My apology, Joe. I'm Canadian. I'm not very well oriented with all that stuff down there in the USA. There's a lot of states and a lot of areas to remember for us Canadians. But anyways, Joe DeLubac. Yeah, he heads out on his bike, and he showed this one area called the Eagle's Nest something. The Eagle's Nest. Look for this video on his channel. It is so cool. He goes to this pond, and it's a dock that goes into the pond. It almost looks like a staircase, and it might even be. I'm not too sure. But he just shows you this pond in the middle of the woods, and then he says, that's pretty cool. It looks just like a regular pond, regular little lake. And then he backs up to a sign that shows, like, I don't know what you call the type of a view, but a side view of the terrain. And you can see what looks like the funnel of a lake, and then it goes underground into tunnels, and there's tunnels that lead into underground caverns. And I think there's even pockets of air underneath there where you have to use multiple tanks to dive through there, and you can get right out to the ocean, maybe. He said to the Gulf. I'm not sure if that means the Gulf. I'm not sure. I don't know the area. Like I say, the only Gulf I know of is the Gulf of Mexico, but I'm not well enough oriented to say if that's what it is. Anyways, we're getting just very sidetracked here. Joe DeLubac, he also does sauce reviews and things like that. He does tincture reviews. He's got a hold of the Blazing Foods Round 1, I believe. He also did an attempt on the Tube of Terror the other day, and his timer was giving him trouble, so he just put it off to the side and just did a run just for fun. That's so cool. He did not get the entire tube done. He wasn't quite feeling it. He just wasn't feeling good, and that's totally understandable. The Tube of Terror is no joke. That challenge, that put me out. That was like many times. I think there was maybe one time that I had almost no, what could you say, adverse side effects from the tube, like no cramps, but my tolerance must have been up that day. This video is getting pretty long already. Go check out Joe DeLubac and Johnny Smallpepper. I'm going to leave links in the description box down below for their channels. Make sure you go check out Nick Kemps' HellGarden. Check out HellGarden chilies and chili products, and get yourself some amazing tinctures and chili products, everything. My favorites from him are the tinctures, but the shatter candy, the tiger butter is amazing. You need to try that. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to flip the monitor around. There's not too much to show you in this area because it's all getting developed right now, but I'm going to hop behind the camera and unlock it and just show you a little bit of it. Excuse me, a little pepper burp there. So there's looking down Rose Hill Road, down towards town. You might be able to see some of, what do you call that area? Mount Dufferin in the background, I believe. And then this is the area that now looks completely different from what it used to be. This used to be a small forest. Now it's being developed into some sort of housing, I'm not sure what. Here's the road up Rose Hill Road. Upwards. Having trouble with my words here. And here's just another little valley. Just another little treed valley where they're currently storing pipes and such. And then here we are back at the truck and the water tower. So, get this camera locked back up. Hop back around. I think that'll basically do it for the video for today. Wanted to keep it short, and we're over 15 minutes now, as per usual. So, I want to thank Robert B. and Nick Kemps again for sending up this awesome package of tinctures and that delicious beef jerky that is gone, and that cheddar candy that I still have not busted back apart to review. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all for your support. Johnny Smallpepper, thank you so much for your kind shout out on your video the other day. That was so nice. Like you say, I try to keep myself busy with everyday things, with garden stuff, with household stuff, with video stuff, but I absolutely love hitting up the comment sections on the videos. So I'm so glad that you recognize and appreciate the fact that I am trying to keep busy and that I appreciate you all so much. I try so hard not to neglect the comment section, but it is kind of the last thing in the chain of events there. You know, there's a lot leading up to it and there's a lot of life to live. Somebody coming up the road up here, but we should be good. Maybe I'll just end the video here. We'll still be doing it when they drive by though. Thanks again, everybody. Thank you, Nick and Robert B. Thank you all for watching this. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment down below, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. This has been another episode of Heat My Shorts. Bye-bye.